Hi everyone, welcome. If you are new, hi, glad to have you here. If you guys are subscribed, thank you for tuning in to another pick a card reading. So very thankful for your support. I'm pretty excited. It is my birthday week at the time of this reading, so I am really excited. There is one thing though, I haven't really talked about it because I didn't really felt like it was necessary, but it is something that's been like weighing on me with it being my birthday. And yeah, so this blue ring, this middle ring, if it'll, focus, it's actually my mom's ring, not the purple one, this one. I'm not trying to flip you off. That's my mom's ring, and my mom passed away this year in January, a month after her birthday. So it's kind of like, it's so sad, and it's like, I don't know about you guys, but I just feel like there's been so much news about this person and that person, and especially recently, with the one Liam. It's really sad, and I know people were saying astrologically that this is supposed to be a Scorpio year, and what card in tarot is Scorpio associated with? Death. And so, it's that part of it. So if anyone else has lost someone this year recently, my condolences, my prayers to you. I know it's not easy, but they're still with us. Just look at it that way. They're still with us, but it is, it's it's hard. Trust me, I know it's hard when you miss them and everything. So I'm sending you guys a big hug for those of you that have lost anybody, because I know it's not easy. So yeah, with my birthday, I'm excited, and then it's kind of like a little bit bittersweet. So yeah, that was my big change. That was my big tower moment of the year, because as most times it's just very, very unexpected, right? So yeah. But today's pick a card reading, well, actually, before I even get to that, I rushed through this. I tell you guys, I said it in the last reading, I rushed through this because I'm just like, let me get to the reading. The thing I wanted to talk about was the birthday giveaway. That was mainly what I was talking about, too, what I wanted to talk about. Thank you to everyone who participated. I wish I could give you all a reading. I'm going to have to try to make it more often because I really want to give a chance for as many of you to try to win and to see, just kind of get a feel for what my personal readings are like compared to on here on YouTube or even on Instagram. But I was gonna do the raffle on here on the video, but I didn't download. I didn't have time to download because I decided I wanted to like make fudge and then I wanted to make brownies. And then I started watching football. So, it just, and now I did a personal before this. So no, I just didn't have the time for it. So I will be doing that over on Instagram. I'll probably post it in the reels. The winner probably will be announced before this video goes up. I don't know. Hopefully I don't have a mishap like last week, because that was just annoying and just frustrating and sad. And the very last thing, I'll just talk about it in each of the piles. That's pretty much it. I want to get to the reading because that's a lot. That was a lot. So the first thing we have for pile one, we are going with A Nightmare Before Christmas because we are so close, so close. Is it next week that Halloween is? So we have Nightmare Before Christmas gang joining us. Jack Skellington for pile one. He is my platinum. That's why he's all silvery and shiny. And I think that's what I meant before I wanted to pick a cards when I was talking about it. And Sally, number two. I mean, who else, right? Who else is going to be? And I didn't pick Oogie because I decided, you know what? We have zero. We have most of the characters from Nightmare. So pile three is their good doggo friend, zero. For pile three. Timestamps will be in the comment section and in the description. I will meet you guys at your pile. Hi, pile one. Again, welcome. Whether you are new or subscribed, thank you guys for tuning into this pick a card reading. I always miss something in the intro. I tried. I try not to rush. And then what happens? I forget. Today's pick a card reading is what's the tea on you? So what are people saying? What are they talking about? I'm hoping it's not really like negative and that kind of thing. So if you're like, I know this energy is causing a lot of people to be very angry, very sensitive, at least at the time of the reading. So if you are in that kind of an energy, just, take everything with a grain of salt. Please don't come at me. I don't mean to be rude or anything. I'm just trying to give you the information of what I'm getting, what people are talking about, that sort of thing. So if you're like really triggered, very sensitive, I'm just giving you a heads up. That's all it is, you know? So I don't know. I tried to tell them to take it easy. And at least I'm hoping if it is something that's like, damn, that hopefully I can tone it down so it doesn't really try to trigger you, you know? You get what I'm saying? So everything is ready to go. I'm using some new oracles. Not new, I've had them. I just haven't used them on the channel. We'll see how it plays out. Hopefully it works good. Let's get to your reading pile one. I'm having Jack over there. Hope you guys are doing well. Are any of you dressing up for Halloween? Let me know in the comment section. I'm pretty curious to know if anyone is or if you're doing anything for Halloween. We are going to start with our tarot. As always, that card feels dented in the back. Huh, didn't notice that, but Hades. We've been seeing a lot of Hades. Kind of interesting since I was talking about that card. Huh, kind of pretty interesting to see it. Like how you showed your face. Nice. Oh, sorry. No, that was me. That was me. No, that was just me. Sorry. All right. These are our cards. So we do have some Aries and some Scorpio. So fire and water energy present. And actually just a lot of air energy. Almost everything is here, honestly, except for Earth. So they might be saying, hold on, let me move the camera back. I feel distracted, I feel ungrounded, and I feel that's what's coming up with your guys' because I was about to say that there is no Earth energy, so they're kind of feeling like maybe you have a lot going on, that you have a lot on your mind, a lot that you've been thinking about, worried about, stressed out about, like checklist kind of thing is what I'm getting, is what they're talking about. At least that's what I'm getting right now. Now let's go through each of the columns, add on, then of course you guys know oracles next. So we have, oh wow, I just realized that. Wow, so our first column is the Knight of Swords, clarified by the Knight of Swords. So some of them are saying that you might be doing things without thinking. This is them. Like, I'm not trying to be, like, it's not me. I'm not saying this about you. This is what I'm getting. These people are saying that you're kind of moving, doing things without thinking things through, that you're not fully aware of all, like, the consequences, or that you're not thinking about of all the possibilities, kind of like blinders on kind of a thing, where you're just not really considering or thinking about anything else. So yeah, Knight of Swords clarified by the Knight of Swords. I mean, that's also maybe a little bit impulsive, so maybe you're like doing impulsive spending, impulsive decision making. Maybe there's something that you've been going through and that's kind of how you've been coping for some of you. That's what I'm getting so far. The next thing is we have death, and then we have the Two of Wands. So there has been some type of an ending, something that has concluded, you know, and whether or not this is like literal, because you know what I was saying in the intro, maybe that's why I was brought it up, you know, maybe this is for you guys. And if it is, I'm so sorry, because I know it's not easy. No matter what month of the year might have happened, it's still fresh, it's still new, right? So but for others of you, it's going to be where something came to an end. Maybe you ended a job, maybe you lost a job, maybe school finished, you graduated, whatever it is. Maybe some type of ending relationship, of course, that's another possibility here. And they're kind of like, you're kind of in this crossroads of what you want to do, what do you want to do? And that might be what people are asking you. I get that kind of feeling like, whoa, whoa. On my camera, you guys, just now, this whole area, oh, it just happened again. Oh, shut the hell up. Oh, man. Oh, that's creepy. Archangel Michael, please keep me safe. Please keep me safe. This whole area, it's focusing over here, you guys, the camera, and that doesn't happen. Ooh, okay. Can we just... Okay, thank you. You've made your presence known. Thank you. Maybe, oh my gosh, I just put it together. Can I, oh my gosh. Hold on, let me pause it. I see you. Hold on. Whoa, you guys, we're getting our reading, like, interrupted. Hold on. Do I have any, I don't have any other Oracle card tarot. Oh wait, hold on, I do. I have it. Thank goodness. You know how I was just talking about death? It keeps happening, you guys. I am not kidding you. It's like in the middle here, and it's just a big square that keeps focusing. You know what I'm getting? I feel like for some of you, if it is where this is about a literal death, it's like that person's spirit is with me right now. Hopefully they're a good spirit. You are only allowed to be here if you are good. If you are with God, and if you are of a love and light, okay? We're not going to play around. I'm not going to let you stay here if you're not of love and light. It hasn't gone off again. Hold on. Reading got hijacked, you guys. Okay, is this great? Angels are for you guys. Okay, right. Is it someone's family member, relative that is here? I felt like a cold, oh my gosh, my right shoulder, my neck just got really cold, you guys. Okay, is it someone's relative then? Someone that they've lost, a friend, a family member? Is it something? You guys, the Hermit, a spirit card. All right. Okay, so whoever is watching this video and this resonates for you, this is not the direction I wanted this reading to go in. It's focusing right here now. Like, okay. Just take it as a confirmation that the person that you lost is still with you. They're very much with you. I feel like this is their way of communicating with you. I might have to do a reading. I don't know. It's Halloween time soon. I'm a little like, I got goosebumps. I have some goosebumps. I don't know about you guys. I do. I'm just like, ooh, that's never happened, you guys. That's never happened. And the fact that we're talking about that. Ooh. Okay. So we're going to get back on track with the reading. So this card I'm leaving there just for right now until I replace it with the oracle cards. So whoever it was that you lost, you know, this person, okay, hold on. Let me just get back on track. Whoever it was, apparently that's the message that they have for you. But what I was talking about before is that there's been some type of an ending, whether or not it was an actual, like, losing someone. It almost feels like a tower moment, right? Because it's a tower and then the ending, right? It's kind of like dominoes falling down kind of a thing. So they're gossiping about how you might seem kind of lost, you might seem confused about what to do, and it's so frustrating because I was thinking about something. I had like a message. It kind of feels like, you know, at the dining room table, and it feels like something out of a Hollywood movie, right? Where the family's asking you, you know, kind of like, oh, you know, when are you going to get married? What are you going to do next? What are you going to do with your life? Like that kind of thing. It just feels a little bit judgmental. It does. And I don't like that because it's like, no, be supportive, please. I know like those generational things, that's where it gets old for me. And hopefully, you know, probably for you guys too, you just don't want to hear it. But this is what they're talking about, is what I'm getting with that column. And so the next thing we have is this heartbreak. And it just feels like you are really sad about whatever it was that ended. A chapter of your life, you know, a chapter of your life with someone else. Take whatever resonates for you, but it feels like they're talking about how, you know, you're heartbroken about certain things, that you're just kind of disappointed with how things are, and it's hard for you to really take control. For some of them, they're saying, you know, that you're not really revealing too much, like emotional wise. It might seem like you're kind of not yourself, that you're acting a little bit different. This might be more, it feels more like friends. So maybe you're not going out as much as you used to, is what I'm getting with this card. This feels so specific, you guys. You guys have to let me know. If you pick pile 1, please put a crown, you know, or a pumpkin emoji, or a pumpkin and crown, so I know you guys picked pile 1. Even if you don't want to share anything, that is completely fine. I totally respect that. I just want to know if it resonates with you guys, because I feels like, oh, and I haven't even tapped into the oracles. Dang. Okay, I'm getting behind track. I'm way behind track. All right. But that's what I'm getting with that. So let's add on your oracle cards and see what we can get. Your whoever your spirit, they've stayed right here. This is where they've stayed, in this area. So we're going to move this, hopefully, and they're following. They're sticking to this. You cannot keep your energy attached to the card, okay? You have to release your energy from the card. You cannot keep your energy. Thank you. Okay. And now that I said that, they're right here. They're still with us. So I feel like this person really has messages for you. I haven't done a reading about past And maybe I will for Halloween. I don't know. We'll see, you guys. I'm going to add the oracle cards because I don't want to get too derailed. We're going to have to talk about this pile one. I don't know. We might need an extended reading or something because it's just... Ooh, man. It's crazy. I've never had that happen. They're right up here in this energy, okay? So they're still with us. Don't worry. And especially if it's someone recent and, like, I feel like someone's really upset and crying because this isn't what you were expecting at all. So, okay. Dedication. And so other people are saying, though, like, you know, what I'm really focused on, like, I know the cards say something, but the thing when I'm doing tarot, what you have to remember is it's not always just about the cards. A lot of times for me, as the type of reader that I am, I really cling on. You can look at my cards. Look how colorful and bright in the imagery. I need that. I can't do just black and white simple cards, like, or just, I love the kawaii tarot, and I'll probably try to put a photo here, but I can't use it because it's too simple for me. It's cutesy, right? It's very demure, but it's not what I need for a reading. It's not what I need, okay? But let me show you the card. This reading's going to turn out to be longer than what I expected. But what I'm looking at, I'm looking more at the imagery. So is she in focus? Is the card in focus? Just very serious, very stoic, right? And it kind of gave me that same feeling with the Emperor, because the Emperor is known for being very stoic, not very emotional, very kind of just, I don't know, very like straight face kind of a thing. And that's what I'm getting. Like, they're saying, you know, you're just not yourself is really what it is. Like, you're still doing stuff, your day to day, but it's just like, it's not the same you. There's something different about you. The solitude card, yeah. What was saying about, like, not really going out, not really hanging out with friends and that sort of thing. Like, you're kind of in your own world. And maybe the hermit was just another confirmation of what you are. Like, what you're doing and how you're feeling. You're just, like, I'll just stay at home. I'll just Netflix and chill by myself. Like, it kind of feels like that. So that's kind of what I get, you know? So it just kind of resonates to what I've been saying already. That's what they're talking about. So you're just very withdrawn, that you're not really as outgoing as you might be. And especially if you have one of those really bright, bubbly, outgoing, like in your face, just one of those very jokester, always laughing, just that kind of energy, they're not getting it, especially. So if you have one of those personalities, they're really noticing it. If this doesn't resonate for you guys, I really hope you're picking another pile, because I know this feels like very kind of specific group that I'm picking up on right now. Wow, you guys, this card, and this like feels like the death energy too. Let me show you one. Of course, it's beautiful. And this is the Halloween deck, so you can see the back. I'm not lying. No, I haven't done my nails. I'm sorry. I need to. I really do. It talks about dawn, the light after the darkness. And that's what they're saying. I feel like they feel like you're going through a really dark and rough patch, a rough time in your life. And they're really hoping that you find yourself. I feel like for some of it, if it's more like family members, they're really trying to push you and be supportive, but they don't know how to do it in a way that works for you, right? Because then you take it the wrong way, and then it just makes you go further and further into your little hole, your little cave, right? And not really wanting to associate with them. And it feels like they all really want what's best for you. Like, let me tell you that. Even if these people come at you in a certain way, these people have love for you. They do. They care about you. They're worried about you. That's all it is. And so they just want to see you in that sunlight. They want to see you shining again. They want you being out, feeling like yourself. And whatever the ending is, you know, sometimes, you know, especially if it's a relationship or if it was someone that you were with. Like, I'm so sorry if it was someone you were married to. And had been for a while, or like, you know, just been in a relationship with someone or a best friend, you know, whatever the case may be. It's not easy, right? Because your whole life changes, whether you want it to or not. I'm really drawn to this oracle. Hold on. I turned over and I have my oracle wheel, and for some reason I feel really drawn to do it, and I hope it has a message. And if not, I'm really sorry, but I was just really drawn to it right now, so I'm just gonna go with my gut instinct. It wants me to... What message? Please be nice. You possess considerable magnetism. Magnetism, yes, magnetism. So they want you to know that you can still attract good things. I feel like, oh my gosh, I feel like that's a message. If you did lose someone, that's from them. Which kind of like, oh man, this reading is so crazy. Hanging out at the mall. So it kind of goes back to maybe being reckless. Like if you're spending too much, like, I can't even think of it. What is it? when it's like shopping therapy, you know what I'm saying, right? Why can I not think of the phrases? It's so frustrating. I know what it is. But that's what they're saying. Like, you're coping, you're going out, you're spending money. And maybe that's what it is. That's your way of coping. And they're talking about it. You're going out and doing this, but you're kind of keeping to yourself. That's what it is, Pile One. So, like I said, these people really have, I really feel like they have good intentions here. But the way that they might say it, especially when it comes to family or people that you've known for a while, may not come across as the way you want it to or need it to. Sorry, that's my phone. Maybe that was a confirmation for some of you. I don't know. So don't take it too personally. At the end of the day, they care about you. They're worried about you. They want to see you doing better because they want you to be back to being yourself. They know this is a rough patch. And that's what they're talking about. They want to spend time with you. They want to connect with you. And they're hoping that you'll find that sunshine again soon. All right, Pile One. Your reading was hijacked. It went longer because of our... Let me tell you, it's gone. It's not here no more. That box that I was seeing, it's gone. Like, it was over here for a while, and it kind of, like, it lingered over here in this area. It's gone now. Let me know if you guys are interested in a not past, but past ED loved ones reading. I have mediumship gifts. I just have to be careful with using them, but I am interested in doing one of those readings again. It's been years. I did it when I first started up my YouTube. And I know I have those gifts and those abilities, and I feel like once we started talking about this, whoever you lost, whoever it was, they were here, dude. Like, it was crazy. It was this big of a square, and that never happens. And that was, to me, like, that's where they were focusing. That was the area if you focus. I don't know how to explain it, I think if you look at your camera and you see a box where it kind of gets you to focus, that's what it was. And I never see that. And that now it's gone. It's completely gone now. And it's not going to show up in the editing. But let me know if you guys are interested. I will do that. And that might be my next reading. Maybe that's like, I won't do it live. But I think I would do that. It's very interesting. That's really crazy. I've never had that happen. So that's definitely a message for someone to let you know that they're still with you. They still love you. They still care for you. And they want you to know that they're okay to come through. And that is where I'm going to leave it, Pile One, because whoa. Whoa. So comment, like, share, subscribe. The links to my Etsy for more pick-a-card readings and for more... I always mess it up. I just need to stop. Like, I just need to put the stupid thing here. Like, this is my Instagram. Here's my Etsy. It's all under Sincerely Luminous, Etsy and Instagram for personal readings or for more pick-a-card readings. And if you want to subscribe for exclusive pick-a-card readings, the link to subscribe is in my Instagram. Thank you for those of you that are subscribed. You guys are so amazing. I feel like I'm going to call that, like, my luminous court. Because it's not going to be just queens. Right now it's just queens, so they're my luminous queens right now. And probably shift over to luminous court once I get some guys. But not yet, not yet. Anyways, that's it, Pile One. Thank you. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye. Hi, Pile Two. If you are new, hi, I'm Sandra. I will be your tarot reader for the next few minutes. Glad to have you here. Nice to meet you. Hope you enjoyed the reading. Subscribe if you do, or like. And if you are subscribed already, thank you so much for tuning into another pick-a-card reading. I rushed through the intros. Like, I can't help it. I talked about all this other stuff, and then, of course, the one thing I'm supposed to talk about, I forget. I was just supposed to talk about what the reading was. And the reading today is what's the tea on you. So what are people talking about? What's the gossip? All that. I hope that it's nothing too harsh, so if you're feeling this current energy, because it's very triggering energy, everyone's pissed off or they're too sensitive, one or the other. Thankfully, I'm not, so hopefully you guys aren't. But if you are, it's just a heads up. Don't take it too personally. Take it with a grain of salt. And please don't come at me for the messages. I'm just telling you what I get. That's it. It's not me trying to say that you're this way or that. No. So please don't come at me. I'm just the reader. I'm just the messenger. So I got a question for you guys. Let me know if you guys are interested. I'm thinking for my Halloween reading that we're going to do a reading messages from past loved ones. Because let me tell you, for the first time ever, maybe not for the first time ever, I don't know, I've done several readings on here, I just can't remember. I know there's one specific past life, or not past life, I have done a past life, but a past loved ones reading on here, and that was it. I only did one, and I was like, it wasn't that I think I was spooked out a little bit afterwards, because I never done that before, and so channeling that and tapping into my mediumship gifts was a little like whoa at the end, but I know it helped a lot of people, so that's what my gifts are for. They're meant to help you guys in one way or another, hopefully, right? Pile One. So I don't know if you guys are familiar. Like, you might have to look it up if this does make sense to you. But for those of you that use cameras, you know how usually there's like a little box that'll focus, right? Like the focus point. Tell me why I'm doing this reading for them. I'm in the second column, and then all of a sudden, like, their cards from here, 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 there's a huge focus box. I kid you not, it's like half of the screen almost. A focus box. And I'm like, what in the world? What in the world? And that was right after I was talking about what the message, you know, you can go look at pile one if you're interested in what all happened, because I really had to, like, I got goosebumps. So that reading got a little bit hijacked by by people that they lost. So something that it was, yeah, I got goosebumps. But I know it's something I'm meant to do. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know. If not, I'm probably still going to do it anyways. But I kind of want to gauge for it, and that's why I don't do it as often. But I know, like I was saying in the intro, there's a lot of people that have just gone, right? So many people that have gone. And that's why I bring it up. And the fact that that even happened during my tarot reading, when the reading is not messages from your past loved ones. No, the reading is this. What's the tea, the gossip, and the thing that came up for them. It was very ironic because what I was talking about in the beginning, and I feel like it was actually, I asked my guides, it was more than, it wasn't just one spirit. It was several, and that's probably why this whole thing came up. And I don't know, you guys, I think I'm going to be tapping into something like that a little bit soon. And I'm going to get some stuff. I think I'm going to do, I don't know. That's crazy. Anyways, so off topic. So I'm just like, I'm processing it still. Your guys' reading, your card is all ready to go. Let's go ahead and get started. You guys are the Sally pile. Hi, pile 2 again. Let's get to it. And if by any chance I see that happen again, I'll let you guys know. Right now, there is no, I want to, like, I can't take a picture. I don't want to show you guys my camera. My camera screen is all jacked up. It's broken. It's like, you know, like a broken cell phone. Yeah, that's what my camera looks like. Thankfully, my cell phone is okay. My my camera screen, not so much. But I wish I could show you guys. Like, I want to show you guys. I'm just going to have to do it because that way you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. I took a picture and I'll try to post it in there. Hopefully it's not too big. I'll have to shrink it. There's no box. There's no focus box area, focus area at all. And it went away eventually, but whoever that person was, their spirit, their family, friend, I don't know what it was, they hung out for like almost the whole reading. So it's not like I'm mad about it, right? Like, thanks for trusting me, you know, to get this messages to your person. I'm like, hey, go tell them to watch this video. Nudge them, you know. We'll see. Hopefully whoever that's meant for will comment, but my goodness. All right, what do we have for you guys? So we have some Sagittarius, we have some Cancer, so we have fire and water. Sorry, I had to think for a second. Is there anything? You guys basically have everything, so I'm not really going to call out. Those are the specific ones that came out, though. So what's the tea on you, pile 2? I feel like you're doing financially well, but I feel like some people think that you're keeping secrets. Like, I feel like you're happy, and you're not really saying why. Like, you're keeping it to yourself. Like, you're not really sharing why you're so happy. You're not sharing it. And they're just like, dang, why are they so happy? You're like, what's going on? Like, that's what I'm getting. And so, yeah, it's just something that you're just like, why are they so happy? You know, just something kind of, you're just very, I mean, just look at his face. Like, that's kind of what I'm really drawn to. You just kind of seem like your spirit has been lifted by something. Something has gone in your favor. Something's working out. There's something that's just really making you happy. And they love seeing it. And at least that's what I'm picking up so far, right? That's what I'm getting so far. The other thing we have, the next column, we have the King of Wands and we have the Two of Needles. So they're saying that you're very focused. You're very driven. You're very ambitious right now. That you're not letting anything stop you. You're not letting anything get in the way. For some of you, it might be like, you know, maybe you're canceling plans with other people. You're like, oh, I can't make it. I got this going on. Like, your schedule's more busy. So it kind of feels like you're more focused on your career, pile 2 is what I'm getting here. Or you're focusing like on a side hustle or some goal of yours. Like, it's really taking time. Maybe you're making progress on this. And maybe this is what this secret is. Like, you're not trying to tell other people so they don't mess it up. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I know when, like, depending on the type of people that you're surrounded with, right? Because I have people, or I had people around me in the past where if I was like sharing some positive news, I would always get like negative feedback or some like jealous remark. And so I stopped telling people because I'm like, why am I going to tell you just so you can throw your negative energy my way, right? So maybe for some of you it's the same way, but either way, you're kind of keeping it secret. Maybe something's going on behind the scenes that you can't reveal just yet. So I feel really, that reminded me when I was shuffling, for some reason, this song came on. And of course, because it's YouTube, I can't play the whole thing, but you guys will know, right? So let me just play the snippet of it. Why in the hell did that song come up for you guys? I don't know who it is, who has the Beetlejuice thing. I don't know what you're doing. Maybe there's something about Halloween that you love. There's some type of connection for some of you that has that, because it's just so random just for that. Or maybe the lyrics have some type of a meaning. I don't know. But that song, I just started singing it as I was shuffling each of the decks. But that's what came up for your pile. Crazy. I don't know. That's what I was getting. I thought it was really funny when I was singing. I'm like, why am I singing this song? And so, I don't know. Maybe you guys saw it. Maybe you guys are a big fan of Beetlejuice. Maybe you need some type of confirmation from your spirit guides that this is for you. I don't know. I just know that I was singing that song, and it's very, very, very uncommon for me to start singing a random song when I'm shuffling. I'm trying to stay in the zone. Like, what's the cards that need to come out? And so the next thing that we have Temperance and the Moon. It feels like for a lot of you, there's been, like you're elevating. People are seeing you glow up, seeing that you're healing. People are seeing you transform into somebody else. It feels like maybe you kept this secret. Kind of with the Moon, I feel like it's maybe just the past. That's kind of what I'm getting, the past. That's the energy that they're giving to me with this card. And so what I mean is just, it's almost like skeletons in the closet kind of a thing, you know, like keeping it hidden and stuff away. And maybe that's going back to this. Oh my gosh. Okay. How are we connecting column 1 and 3? That's what it is. For some of you, this will resonate. They see that you're healing, that you're making this growth, that you're elevating, you're moving into this new direction. You're becoming a better person, a better version of yourself. And like, you're not showing it, but they can see the difference already within you. They see that whatever you're doing is working. And it can be for whatever applies, whatever resonates, but maybe that's what it is. So maybe you're going to therapy, maybe you're seeing counselors, whatever the case may be. Maybe you're just watching tarot readings, maybe you're watching YouTube videos, you're doing audiobooks, right? Whatever, or just reading books. Self-guiding, like there's something that's different within your energy that they're seeing. Like you're taking charge of your life, you're taking back control of your life. That's really what the message is here that I'm getting. Wow, pile 2, that's really powerful. I don't see this being negative. I just see that people are just seeing that this is a brand new you. Of course, there's going to be some people that don't like it, right? Because they're not doing what you're doing. It's not easy to change. It's not easy to become a better version of yourself, but the fact that you're doing it, just wow. Let's tie in your oracle cards. I don't remember how I did it for the other pile, so we're just, you know, that's crazy. That's crazy. The synchronicity is just with those two is crazy. I'm using these two. I haven't used one. I haven't used this deck ever, and that one I barely used, so wow. I'm just like, whoa, the synchronicities, and let me tell you why. Of course, you know, you guys know me. If you see my readings, you guys know that I get really just like really excited and happy and grateful when I do see the synchronicities, because it's just like confirmation, you know? It's like, yes, this is what it is. Sorry, I'm getting way too animated. I think pile 1 just threw me off completely. All right, I'm gonna bring that energy back down, right? We're gonna bring it back down. What I was getting with this, the retreat and finding sanctuary. You are finding sanctuary within yourself. You are finding yourself again. You are discovering yourself. You are elevating yourself. What I was saying about just a whole new glow up. You're leveling up. That's what it is. And what it says on the card for a retreat, it talks about time spent alone, reflection on past and current situations. What was I talking about? The past. Thank you, card. Thank you to my guides. I love when that synchronicities happen, because that's what I was saying with the moon. It just felt like past energy. Even though, yes, of course, the moon doesn't specifically talk about that. That's why you got to trust your intuition. And which my guides have told me. They're like, you need to trust your intuition more. Okay, so I'm trusting my intuition. Here it is. And I was right. Well, anyways. That's what they're telling you. Like well, not what they're telling you. That's what they're talking about. You're focusing on the past. Your last version of yourself is completely different from this new version of you that is emerging, that they're seeing. They are seeing, you are like the king of potions. It almost feels like you're not as triggered as before. You're emotionally fulfilled. You're in control of your emotions more than in the past. You are taking charge. You're like the king of wands, like Jafar with his staff. Like, you're like, no. Like, you're blocking and dodging any type of energies that you don't want, or anything that might like bring back those emotions or feelings, whatever that, however you were in the past. And then we have finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. For some of you, it might be that, yeah, you are becoming more spiritual. Maybe this is part of your healing. Maybe this is something that you're holding back. Maybe this is a secret. Maybe people are finding out they're spiritual, or maybe they're like into tarot readings because, hey, you're watching this, right? And I know tarot still has a bad rep with a lot of people because of the way that it's looked. But here, the thing is, anything in life can be used for good or bad, right? Period. If I wanted to make this bad, I could. Me doing this reading is not meant for bad. I'm here to help you. I'm meant to be a messenger for God and his team. Period. But to everybody else, it's like, oh my gosh, it's tarot. It's demonic. It's all this. Yeah, if you make it that way. Just like if you want to be good or bad, you're not always good, but here we are, right, Susan? So, and I'm so sorry if your name is Susan, but I'm just saying it's duality. That's what it is. So yeah, sometimes you deal with closed-minded people. Trust me, I do. Thankfully, not often. So thank you guys that are supportive and that enjoy the readings. Sorry, I know there's a lot of energy coming through, but that's what it's getting with this one. Just maybe for some of you, maybe you're tapping into like connecting more with God. Maybe you're tapping into religious. It's hard for me to tie in, like, if you are religious. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you can. But that's just a whole nother topic, and I really don't want to get into it. But they're talking about how you're becoming more open of a higher power. Let's leave it at that, right? That's a little nice and pretty with a bow there. We're going to go with the trick or treat card first because it's closest to me and it's larger. And it says mischief and play. There we go. It says mischief and play. So, you're having fun. You're more playful. Maybe you're not as serious as you've been in the past. Maybe not that. Maybe that you're just letting yourself have fun. Maybe you're more like all about business. Maybe you're like, I have to do this. I have to do that. I have to do this. Not really making time for play. And all of a sudden it's like, you're having fun and people are just, again, noticing this about you, this shift of energy within you that is about having fun, but also you're more balanced, you're more grounded. Even though we don't have earth, it's like you are still grounded in a way. Like you're finding your footing, you're connected to earth in a way. It's so weird. And it's not to say that you're weird, it's just weird because there is no earth whatsoever, but yet you feel more grounded than you ever have. If that even makes sense, let me know if it does in the comments section. That's what I'm getting with that card. And maybe in the past, just another thing too, maybe you just didn't go out as much and now you're kind of making more time for yourself. You're allowing yourself to have fun, to have a good time, to let that inner child out. Like that's kind of what it feels like with this. So that's just adding on to that. And then we have the toad. Oh boy, I don't know what the toad is. I have this is an oracle deck I didn't use before because it was cards like this, and I'm like, what do you want me to do with this? Like, what do you want me to do with this? I mean, from here, it looks like the toad is trying to grab something that's a card. Is it a card? I don't know. I like open-ended cards like that, but at the same time, sometimes it's just too open-ended. Okay, so the toad is saying it talks about worry, doubt, and apprehension. How was I going to pick that up from that card? Like, I don't know. Did you pick it up? Let me know, because I didn't, and I'm the reader. So, anyways, the worry, doubt, and apprehension. So it might be that people are worried about you because, oh my gosh, you're becoming better. What's triggered this change within you? Even though this is a positive change from what I'm seeing here, some people are like, oh no, why are you doing that? People are seeing you. So that's where we're going to get the gossip part, right? Because I can't just all be rainbows and unicorns, even though I wanted it to be in a way, but it doesn't always work that way. Of course not, because we're dealing with real people. So, people are like being just rude about it. Like they're just like, they're not used to you being this certain way. They're used to the old you. And now that you're changing, it's almost like the Four of Coins is their energy. Like they're holding on to this past version of you. Like, oh, how dare you change? How dare you become? This is who you are. This is how we know. Why are you doing this? So it kind of feels like that's what the gossip is here about. Like they're noticing you're happier. You're more balanced. You're grounded. Like you just seem so much in a better place with this leveling up. And yet other people are just like, but why? Why do you want to do that? Why would you do that? Like, why did you push that button? And it's like, why wouldn't I? And it just feels like whoever this is just these people are just not ready for change. And especially when it comes to you, they're so used to seeing you a certain way, wanting you to be a certain way. I don't feel like jealousy or anything like that. I just feel like it's people. I mean, no, not really jealousy. I just see people who like you the way you were because it benefited them, because it was, maybe you resonated more with them. Maybe you're not talking to these people as more because you're like, that's not who I am anymore. That's not what I do. But yet you're making time to go out. You're making time to have fun. Maybe you guys had like a gossip group, like, okay, like ladies, right? Because sometimes you go out and you have happy hour or something, or you hang out with friends and you guys end up gossiping about certain things, right? And maybe you're just not about that anymore. And it's like, well, who are they? So now they're kind of judging you in a way for it. Like, why? They don't understand it. So, little minded people. Sorry. But that's what I get for you guys, pile two. So, I mean, overall, let me tell you, maybe all the people around you, like, I feel like some people are happy about it. We only have really one card that's pretty negative out of this whole thing, honestly. Most of it was about just you taking charge, taking action, like you not being stuck. People liked you being stuck. Some of them did. Some of them like seeing you struggle. You probably have a better intuition now of who those people might be, and if you have a feeling like that person, trust it. Go with it. Like I was saying, trust your intuition. Maybe that's why that message came up. I know sometimes it seems like I just ramble on and on, but I tell you, Spirit has some messages that need to come through. And even though when I'm talking about it, it doesn't make sense to me, it ends up making sense for you guys. Like even on Instagram with the signs and confirmations that I do before each reading for the piles, sometimes I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, why am I talking about this? How is this even going to resonate? What is the purpose of this? And yet when you guys comment back, when people comment back, they're like, oh, this made sense or that made sense, or like 3 of the confirmations and signs made sense. I'm like, wow, okay. So even if it seems like I'm talking a lot, sometimes with what I'm saying has little messages that might resonate for other people. So it works really weird, but that's how life is. That's how the universe works. And it could be just with everyday people in your life too that will do that. So that's all I'm saying. But getting back to what I was saying about your reading, you guys are doing great. Like, let me tell you, if you are not being applauded by the people around you, then you know what? Here's your applause. Here's your flowers, because you are doing amazing. You are growing. You are leveling up. Like I said, it's not easy, because if it was easy, everybody would do it. And that's why the people that don't do it get so mad and so jealous, because they can't. Because they think you're supposed to stay a certain way all your life. No. Because you saw that you could do better, that you wanted more out of life and wanted more out of yourself. That is what you deserve to be applauded for. And so if you have people who are just like, ew, why? You were good before. Like, if they really thought that was the best version of yourself, that speaks volumes of their own mindset and how they see things. And now I'm just rambling on and I need to shut up. And I'm just going to leave it there. But, for me, this is me giving you your flowers and complimenting you, especially if you're not getting that from the people around you. Because only what it means to me then is that there's a shift coming in. The people that are not meant to be in your life are going to shift away. And sometimes people change. And if you're changing for the better, then I'm sorry. That's amazing. And I'm going to be supportive, and I'm going to be like cheering you on and being happy for you if you're someone who really is special to me. You matter in my life, right? I'm going to be happy for you. I'm not going to be mad about it. So that's all I'm saying. Anyways, I was supposed to be done with this reading. I'm supposed to be watching the Dodgers game soon. I'm 16 minutes over. And I blame pile 1. I don't blame pile 1. I blame their family members or friends or whoever it was that they lost, because they hijacked the reading and it threw me off. Like I said, though, I'm really grateful, because I know how hard it is to lose someone, and to have them come through, that's so crazy. I was not expecting that. I am going to do the reading. Even if you guys don't want to watch it, that's fine. I think people need it. I think people need it. I'm going to be honest with you, though. I'm home alone, and so it kind of trips me out when I see that. Like, I was like, whoa. That's probably going to be my next reading. That's probably going to be my Halloween reading. I'm going to try to get that one up as soon as I can. But you know what? I'm going to get me some, I don't know, maybe I'll get me like an EMF detector or something to make it like, so that you guys can see that I'm not making up shit. And just to that, especially what I was saying at the beginning about my mom passing on, my mom has made her presence known to me so often. Like today, she made her presence known to me because I was in the living room and she was making noises in the kitchen. I know it was her because as soon as I started talking to her, it stopped. It stopped, and of course, it was bad because then I talked to her and then I started crying because it's like, oh my gosh, so much. But if I can help you guys, that's what I'm gonna do. And I know it's gonna be uncomfortable for some people to see that reading, and they don't need to watch it. But you know what? The one thing in common for all of us, we all end up losing our loved ones at one point or another, whether we want to or not, right? And if I can connect and give you guys some messages that might bring some healing and comfort, then that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it. And like I said, you don't have to watch it if it doesn't, it's not something you want to. That's fine. Respect that. But I do feel like, especially with this past year, so many people have lost someone. Gosh, it seems like in Hollywood, you're just left and right, right? Wouldn't that be crazy to have someone like James Earl Jones or Dame Maggie Smith come through in a reading? That'd be crazy, but I don't expect that. I don't expect that. But anyways, just the usual stuff at the end of the reading. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Click on the notification bell if you do subscribe so you get notified for more pick a card readings. When I post another pick a card readings. For more pick a card readings or for personal readings, the links to my Etsy and Instagram are in the description box. And if you would like to subscribe for exclusive readings, then you can subscribe through my Instagram link. It's in the bio. You'll see it if you are interested in that. Thank you to those of you that are subscribed. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, Pile 2. I am sorry for the rambling. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it made sense. You continue doing you. Okay? Keep doing you because you know what? You're doing good whether or not people are applauding you. I'm applauding you here. And you know what? Your spirit team is applauding you and God is applauding you. So thank you, Pile 2. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your pick a card reading. If you are new, hi, I'm Sandra. I'll be your tarot reader for the next few minutes or however long it is. If you are subscribed, thank you so much for tuning into another pick a card reading. I cannot tell you how grateful I am. I know I say it. I don't think you guys even, gosh, I am emotional. You guys don't even understand how grateful I am. Let me tell you, you guys. So the pick a card reading today is what's the tea on you. So what's the gossip? What are people talking about? What's the word on the streets about you? And so I don't have any idea what's going to happen, right? As I'm shuffling, I'm trying to tell my guides, please don't be too mean. Like, I can try to buffer it a little bit, right? And not make it as harsh. Because this is gossip. Like, this is people talking about you. So it can be really good or it can be, pretty bad. And thankfully, it hasn't been too bad. But let me tell you, this readings has been just like, wow. Pile 1, I'm going to post a photo here because I took it during Pile 2, got hijacked. And I say hijacked, I know it's like, whoa, like, why are you using that term? Like, please don't, like, think like that. But it got interrupted, I guess I should say. If you've ever used a camera, you know that sometimes there's, like, a little box that'll be, like, where you can focus, right? Like, you push it and it'll focus on the screen. Like, will this show here? Let me see. Does it do it? No. Like that. Okay. So here's my camera, right? And so you see that little yellow box? That's the focus box. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so my camera that I'm recording the reading on for Pile 1, it's doing the reading, right? I'm on the second column. Tell me why Pile 3. What are the odds? All of a sudden, one of those boxes, those focus area boxes, from like right here, showed up on the camera. I kid you not, I've never seen that before, ever in my entire life. And if you want to make sense of it, then, I would say look at Pile 1, but I'm pretty sure that someone that they lost came through in Pile 1. So if you have lost someone and if you want to listen to it, then you can. I don't think there was too much, really specific to it. So I think that was to me a sign that I need to do the messages from loved ones, past loved ones, next, because that box was here. And then I was like talking to them, and then eventually they kind of hung out in this area. They had a little box, but it wasn't, that whole thing, I've never seen that. ever. I got goosebumps. I got a little scared. I'm home alone and I don't have no one to be like, hey, look at this, you know? And I should have taken a picture of it so I could have, I just didn't think. I wasn't thinking clearly. I was just like, please don't harm me. Do not harm me. Wow. It was more than one spirit is apparently what my spirit guides were saying. So that's probably going to be my next reading. And pile 2 was just like, wow, okay, so pile 3, I want to see. Let's get to your reading because I'm like behind. I was telling the other pile I'm supposed to be watching the Dodgers game in like 15 minutes. Maybe I'll get it done by then, but I gotta edit. So it's so much. Anyways, okay, calming down. I'm calming down. Let's get to your reading, pile 3. But yeah, it's my birthday this week. I'm probably not. I don't know what days I'm taking off. I'll probably take off Wednesday. Maybe I'll do a reading on Wednesday on Instagram. I'll probably do a reading Thursday, Friday. I'm doing that. That's going to be my Halloween special reading that I'm going to do for YouTube. But I was telling Pile 2, I'm going to get like an EMF detector or something so that you guys can see when there is actually like something around me. They didn't like harm me or anything. And I didn't feel any energy. I just saw it on the screen. So whether or not, I don't know. I don't know how that works. I can't even tell you guys. But I'm definitely someone who believes that even though, yes, spirits pass on, I do feel like they have the choice to come back and communicate with us and say, hey, I'm okay. If you see someone in a dream, if you see for me, I see butterflies and it reminds me of my dad. Both of my parents have passed. My mom, she just makes noises. She makes her presence known in the house. She's opened my closet door. She's done some stuff, so I know she's around. So yeah, I think we're going to do that, but let's get to your reading. All right. So I feel like, ooh, okay. For some of them, they feel like, I get like pettiness. Oh my gosh. I feel like some people are like, you're cutthroat. Maybe you cut off people. Maybe these are people that you cut off that's coming through in this reading that are mainly the ones gossiping about you. You know, like I said, I tried to make it be like pretty nice, but I don't know. I can't guarantee anything with what comes through. It kind of feels like people are like, oh, you changed. And now they feel like you think they are saying that, oh, you're too good for them. You don't hang out with us, or you don't spend time on us, or you're very picky about what you do. Maybe this is an ex. Maybe you're like, you broke up with someone and they're just like, oh, now she thinks she's all that, or he thinks he's all that, whatever applies. So this person is just nasty. Just nasty. Whatever, right? Like, whatever. Like, that's what they think. Okay, fine. You think that. You think that, boo. That's fine. The next thing that we're getting is the Hermit and the Six of Potions. So I do think with the Hermit that it is where they feel like they're, just like you're keeping to yourself. I do feel, ooh, why am I not liking this energy? Because with the Six of Cups, I'm getting two things. It feels like they're saying like, oh, you forgot where you came from, or you forgot who you are. The other thing I'm getting with this, that some people are thinking you're childish, that you're immature. Oh, man, these are not fans of you, Pile 3. I'm so sorry. Like, whoever this is, I hope you distance yourself from them because I don't like this energy. I'd be like, you think I'm cutthroat? Okay, bye. It's like, so, show them, like, you don't got time for this pettiness. Like, why? Like, why are you going to associate with people like this anyways? So if you've already distanced yourself from them, they're just talking bad about you, basically, right now. At least from these next two. And then the next thing we have the Eight of Cups and the Two of Presents. Yeah, they are talking about how you walked away and like you made a choice. And I feel like for some of you, maybe this is your ex that's talking about you, that's gossiping, because this energy, I'm just like shaking my head. Like, what in the world? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Like, I don't like it. And you guys know, I try not to do the negative readings, but I just thought this was going to be interesting. Like, they're saying, what? Like, now it really applies because, damn, like, what? What are you talking about? No. Right? Like, no. I ain't got time for you. Wow. I just don't like it. That's the energy I'm getting. Like, look, I can go through it and I can give you a different story, but from my intuition, what I'm getting from the first time going through these cards, that's what I'm getting. And if this doesn't resonate, if there's nobody in your life, maybe they're being two-faced. Maybe you have already cut them off. Maybe you just need to pick another pile, do what you got to do. But if this person's in your life, man, please cut them off if you haven't already. Because this person is just so petty. I feel more like an ex is gossiping about you. Let's add on your oracle cards and go here. So what do we got? What am I doing? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what cards goes where. I'm trying to match it up with the other. Was it straight before? Or did I mess it up? I don't know. Sometimes I mess it up. Sometimes I make it better. I don't know. I can't tell too much. Passion. So for other, I think this is like a little bit different energy that we're getting on, because it feels like for others of you, they're saying you're following your passions. It feels like you're very, well, I mean, yeah, of course, passionate, but like motivated and you're driven is what I'm getting. A lot of fire energy with this one. You're doing what makes you happy. So it can be maybe like, one person saying this stuff and another one's, well, they're following their heart, they're doing what makes them happy. Like, so you have two sides of the coin, right? Because you have people that are like, ooh, who does she think she is, or who does he think he is, like blah blah blah. And then other people are like, no, but you know what, I respect that. They're doing what they're doing, they're following their heart, they're making themselves happy, they're following their goals. So it's kind of like both. I feel like this is more jealous energy because they're not doing it and maybe you distance yourself from this person. So you have two different things. Trust that there's a divine plan, so people know that you're connected to spirit or you're very spiritual in a way. This can be also something completely different. Just, I gotta switch out my battery. My battery's gonna die. Oh my gosh, okay, hold on. It looks all different. I had to switch out the battery and I had to take it off of the tripod, and then the one piece that connects the camera was all messed up, so, ugh. Anyways, they were talking about how you feel that they think you're very spiritual, that you're always guided. Like somehow things just kind of end up working out for you. And I kind of think like maybe that's why there's some jealousy coming up too, just because you are. It's like, okay, that's who I am. So yeah, they're just jealous of that energy for you. So just, yeah, it is what it is, right? It's what they think. Let's get the rest of your oracle cards. I didn't put the other ones out, which is weird because normally I do, right? Usually I just kind of go through it. All right. So we're going to do the cauldron first because it's the closest one here. Synergy and healing. So yeah, I feel like this is really talking about you being very spiritual, that you're doing spiritual practices, that you might be healing. I mean, it's very literal. Especially with the cauldron, I just kind of see like you're making like chicken soup or something, chicken noodle soup when you're sick, that kind of thing. Or you're, making some spells and potions, whatever the case may be. But that's what people are talking about. They're talking about how you have this healing presence, or that you've been healing. Some of you may be healers, and maybe, and I feel like with the healing, it's not specifically tied to medical. Okay. When I say healing, I feel like it is connected to spiritual type of healing in some type of way. Maybe you're doing Reiki, maybe you're going to Reiki, maybe you talk about it, maybe you're talking about like your chakras and that kind of thing. So maybe the topics of conversation has changed with you, and that's what people are noticing. And the next thing we have is sticker earrings with the ear. So with this card, I was getting two things. So sticker earrings, like I felt like in a way some people think you're fake. Like, sorry, I know that's not nice, and of course that's their interpretation. They think you're fake, like, to me, because because it's a sticker earring, right? And a sticker earring is just a fake earring. You just stick it on. It's not a real earring. It doesn't go through your ear. It doesn't go through a piercing, that kind of thing. So that's what I was getting with that. The other thing that people might have heard something about you. So maybe people are hearing like things about spreading the news. Like this person is telling another person. So it's kind of like that game of phone tag, whatever it is, like one person tells another person. So it's just like spreading gossip. It just feels like that's what's going on here with that, is what I'm getting. Ugh, pile 3. I'm sorry. I mean, it is what it is though, right? All we can do is just recognize who these people are, know that you don't need that energy. I mean, if you want to keep them around, then by all means do so. Just, don't get too, I guess, like, bothered by what they say. Just stay unbothered. Be nonchalant about it if you have to. Just distant yourself. Because it just seems like this person over here is jealous, honestly. And I feel like that's why they're bad-mouthing you, they're talking about you, trying to bring you down. But then you have other people that are like, wow, like really impressed with you, and you've done some healing, you've done some growth, you're leveling up, you're being guided, you're trusting certain things. And okay, maybe you are just being withdrawn. So, I don't know, just take whatever resonates for this reading for you and leave whatever doesn't. that's where I'm going to leave it though, pile 3. We'll add this one into the rotation and kind of see what the new gossip is. If you enjoy it, let me know. I know it's not like, oh wow, like one of those, it's not one of my happy, positive ones. But, sometimes you just want to know what people are saying, right? And it's like, oh, okay. And then it kind of gives you that confirmation if you did walk away from someone, like, oh, I was right about you. Thank you for letting me, confirming that for me. Thank you for letting me know, right? So it just depends, But let me know, you just want to be nosy, that kind of thing. If not, we can go back to the other readings. If you didn't enjoy it, I know, like I said, I know it's a little bit touchy, and I know that lately the energy has been very intense. I know it's been very triggering and a lot of people are being sensitive right now. At least at the time of the reading. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you see it is when you're meant to see it. If you're meant to see it, right? But anyways. Comment, like, share, subscribe, and if you do subscribe, please click on that bell icon so you get notified when I post another pick a card reading. The link to my Etsy and Instagram for personal readings and more pick a card readings are in the description box. And if you are interested in exclusive readings for subscribers only, that is in my Instagram. In the bio, there's a subscribe link. You can click on that. That is it, Pile 3. Thank you so much. I will see you on the next one. Bye, Pile 3.